Okay. Are we ready, Ginsu?
I'm gonna need you to put him way
Yes, sir.
inside your butthole.
Alrighty, everybody, it's Device. We're back here with Godsfall again, and this time we got the Battle of the Ironwood. So let's start off by introducing ourselves. I've already done me, so let's start with Grits. Go ahead.
All right. So I am Zillowin Fin. Just a simple son of a fisherman. Spent my life next to Sapphire Bay. Hashtag fish life. 6'2", svelte swimmer body. Kept unkept blonde hair. I like to keep it shaggy, but it looks amazing wet. Shockingly silver eyes. Supermodel good looks. Just a simple 17-year-old. I'm also the newly awakened god of the sea, and I'm Team Sebo. So let's go.
Team Sep. All right. Next up, Riku.
I'm Mandee, Mistvixen. I play a halfling female. She is 18, young swashbuckling pirate. Used to be a smuggler on the ship. Now she is just a full-fledged murder hobo.
Hell
Murder
yeah.
hobo.
Murder.
Shager, your go.
Hi, I play Dandil the Duskdip, a little Navajo-looking ass halfling as well. Hunter-gatherer, reborn god of beast, also 18 years of age. Short little schmuck with ginger hair and a good personality. Go to. I'm here to help whenever you need it. Yeah.
Excellent. Ginsu.
I am playing Tanizan Talizar. I am the son of a noble merchant from Ani, and I have come on this journey to try and discover myself and the people that are going to be working for me. But then we started getting chased by this magic-hating empire, and now we're here in the Iron Woods trying to survive this dick of a wood elf.
He's just supporting his his uh his heritage. We got to support that, right?
Yeah, sometimes you gotta follow your heart. But Cebu, he's following his balls. Speaking of balls, we're moving on to Snosh.
Zillowin was doing.
I've got balls of steel.
Snosh, you're up.
Oh, you're mute, my guy.
Snosh. Again.
Technical issues,
How about
everybody.
now?
Oh,
We can hear you.
Forgot I got pushed to talk. All right. Well, speaking of balls, here's the thing. I've been noticing quite a lot of sexual tension between Cebu and certain other party members of these godhoods. Tonight's the night we're gonna find out who is the top and who is the bottom of several different relationships. And for myself, I'm quite looking forward to it. Professor D. Shvantz, celebrity apprentice, celebrity extraordinaire, reborn god of
The
knowledge.
apprentice. I
Thank
didn't
you
know
very
you knew
much.
I didn't know you knew the former president.
Don't blame me. I'm medicating.
Alrighty then. And that leaves last but not least one Victoria.
Aluthana.
Aluthana.
Oh, I like to smell my farts.
Mm.
I'm Julian
Exclusive.
Bashir, and my father was personal surgeon and doctor to the king, who is sadly no longer alive. Following in his footsteps, I, of course, am no longer a doctor, but the god of death.
The only time you don't sound pretentious is when you're the god of death. Very
Got to put some
good.
respect on it.
Very good, very good. Now, at the end of our last game, boys and girl, we were here in the Ironwood with let's see here. I wonder if this will work. That did not work. With one Automeal, and he was teaching us. He was out here bringing us to the Good Tree Steelbeard, as you can see via this vague gray line here on the map. And they brought you out here in the hopes that the ambient magic that poured off of you would help the good tree come back to life. It seemed like you were helping it a little bit. In fact, it was. It seemed like it was coming back a little bit. Some of the leaves were coming back. The roots were growing a bit. But just as hope was beginning to rekindle, after a bit of a spat between one Zillowin Fin and the elf known as Automeal, there was a noise. You turned around, and at the tree line, you saw a group of elves led by one Stebu, aka Khabib Nurmagomedov. And he basically told you that you were all going to be taken in, and Automil was going to be taken in as well as a traitor. They all knocked arrows, pulled swords, and they started towards you. So, with that being said, we're starting this one out with a bang. That's right, boys. It's time for some fucking initiative.
Okay. Oh, wait, I don't know if it's a problem or not, but we cannot move our tokens.
Poo poo. How do I fucking
Right click.
God damn, Riku. Look at that fucking 24. God, I was hoping I can go first so I could try to give friendship a chance.
You
Oh,
think you could be
Zillowin
faster
Fin
than
here,
Mandee?
Jesus Christ. 28?
Apparently I am.
How do you have a +8 to initiative? That's fucked.
Alert feet, bitch.
Oh,
Very human.
I've got an 8.
Ah, he's the alert. Very perceptive.
I
I'm
got a
proud of you, Zillowin.
17.
Okay,
Yeah,
what do I do now?
unfortunately,
Right click?
every time I roll perception, it's shit though. You right click the token, and there will be like a little cog wheel, and you click on that cog wheel, and it'll open up the settings, and it inside the list is who has control over it. You just set it to all players. You can set it to individuals. Help your boy, Riku. Where you at?
What?
He doesn't know how to give us control.
No, I just am
You
still
just explained
shitty
it. What do you want me to do?
I don't know if like you could like show him or something. I don't know.
No.
No.
Wave your magic fairy wand and give him an answer. That's
It's not like they're in the same room, Polly.
virtually.
Where's the elf? Do we not have him?
He'll be there eventually.
Fucking Tingle, whatever his name is.
God damn it.
Oh Lord.
Mercy.
Shut up, Meg.
Sorry, I'm almost done here, boys.
We all learning.
It means it makes really fast. Oh.
It's a pain in the ass. I do it all the time. I wish there was a way you could just set like a setting for the game, just every token.
I mean,
you have
players
to-
can make their profiles on Roll20, and then you can just click and drag tokens.
Okay. You guys should be able to move your shiz now.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I can move it. Everybody else's tokens.
I think Gensi, you got your drawing tool on instead of your. I did the same thing.
Yeah, I
Rash.
did, but I turned it off.
I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering copyright.
Tanizan, what'd you get for your thingamahooch?
17.
17. Okay.
Oh. Here, what? Oh.
Chasing me around the battlefield. I love how you style your hair for the game, Snosh. Really going for that mad scientist look. I love it.
Thank
Is it
you.
one of those things? Is it one of those things where it just takes hours to do?
No, because I have a penis.
Is that a Jufro?
The fuck?
That's a Jufro.
That thing's gnarly, man.
You like it?
It's a lot curlier than my hair. Almost looking like a brother, man. Look at that.
He's showing off his
I guess it's not
penis.
really curly. It's just like up. I don't know.
No, it's just a grease because he hasn't washed it all
It's
for
a little
so long.
curly. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Oh, dang.
That would be true in most cases, but I actually have a very thick hair, thankfully. Even post chemo, came back nice and thick.
My hair used to be thick. Now I'm old.
I'm starting to get gray hairs, and I'm okay with it.
My hair used to be thick. Then it got thicker.
I got a thick bush.
Yeah, you can't see it, but like the little red hairs in my mustache and my beard, they're turning white now. But only the red ones.
The
You know,
hair
you can
of
set
my
it to be. Good.
the hair of my beard has been turning white for a while.
Santa. You know, Shnosh, you can just set it to talk. They keep it on. They keep it open because I use my phone.
But then you would hear all of my incoherent ADHD ramblings, and I don't want that.
I figure that's where the genius was.
Are we gonna be another minute or two?
I am just putting our Mills token on, but if you need to go do something, go ahead, and then we could start.
Yeah, I just gotta go take my meds real quick.
Fuck it, I'll be right back in a minute too. Then.
Shnosh was like, "Dip." Gensu, you ready for more Lars Lucha action?
It's been what, almost a month since the last time we played
Yeah.
him? Yeah, I'm ready
Yeah,
to
man.
blow some heads off with a big ass gun.
Oh, it's gonna be a target and rich environment.
Fucking
You guys went up against a
wonderful.
druid in his own grove. My party is fucking insane.
Yes, we are.
They're like, let's go hunt a druid.
Oh, and it's not just a druid, it's a cursed druid.
Be banana. What's Deadpool say? This shit's got nuts in it.
That's incredible timing because
He just got salted mixed nuts.
Oh, that looks so good. I'm so hungry.
and fresh apricots from my neighbor's yard.
That's a nice neighbor.
What they don't know won't hurt them.
Oh,
Oh, Snosh over there stealing from his neighbors.
Oh, he's stealing.
Be
No,
careful.
my-
they
Be
delivered it
careful.
this
Tree
morning,
laws
come on.
applies to
my girlfriend wants
fruit
to
plants
plant some
too.
fruit trees in my yard. That's not a metaphor.
It is and isn't at the same time.
She wants me to plant some fruit trees in her yard. Hey, giggity.
Please don't. That's gross.
She wants a
Don't-
baby.
Another one she had. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go there.
Exactly. Best thing is my wife's all for it. She's like, I'll take another baby. I'm like, yeah, you guys will have to share. Hashtag polylife.
On both
Get it? 'Cause
ends.
my name's Polly. Because my name's Polly. It
Mhm.
works. I'm the Polly.
I can't
I'm the
even
Polly
keep one
Pocket.
girlfriend. Good lord.
You know what they say? You gotta love yourself, and damn it, I love the fuck out of myself.
Me too. At least once a day.
Try 3 times, my guy. Goddamn. I got issues.
Yeah,
I tried multiple times, and I just didn't see the point.
you gotta tantric love that shit all day long.
Mm.
Sometimes don't even use lube.
Hey, you just look at pictures of
Dry
butt
jerk it like
all
just
day.
dry jerk it like you're in the 9th grade again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 9th grade was a fucking problem. I'm sorry, what period are we on? I've just been having a raging boner for more than 3 hours. Moving
The
around
dick is so
school.
hard, and you want me to learn about the French Revolution?
I'm having one.
A French Revolution.
Let them eat cock.
Mhm.
I'm back. Sorry.
My
Ooh.
son,
Welcome
my
back.
son has turned 13, and I swear he's full of hot air now because all he does is go. I go do the dishes. He goes, okay. And he has just so many raging hormones. I just gave him a bottle of lube and a box of Kleenex. I said, figure it out and stop being an asshole.
The birds and the bees and the
Use
and the
lube.
Kleenex.
I just dry dog it every time.
Yeah, buddy.
Nah, I'm teaching him to care about himself. You know, got to moisturize.
Man's got to
Mess.
look rugged.
After that,
Gotta make a
wipe
mess.
my ass with sandpaper.
No,
You
no,
get lube
no
everywhere.
shaming in my no shaming in my household.
No, you gotta shame him sometimes. It builds character.
That's terrible.
I'm afraid he'll develop a kink and he'll
Look.
be like on the floor with a carrot in his ass or something someday and be like, yes, shame me like my father did. It's
Oh
like,
my
no, I
God.
don't need that.
Look.
Oh,
Already.
dude, there's
I don't need
nothing
that.
wrong with the carrot. You just fucking make a salad. All right.
Wait, this is being recorded, right? Just send it to his son right now.
God damn it. I'm gonna be uploading this to YouTube.
Exactly.
It's time to start editing the videos. sir.
Loser.
No, I
There's
think
a
I
reason.
think the
There is a
time
reason why I at least post edit my shit before it goes up on YouTube.
the time to actually edit these would have been probably like 3 sessions ago. But I still
Wore a
haven't.
man. I
Say
mean,
what?
like when Mandee wore a man, basically.
You mean
No,
when
no,
Vick
it was
got
a
the
it was
blowjob
it was some gross ass explanation that Vick had decided to go on a rant about.
I don't remember. What were you explaining, Vic?
I remember when Vic got his blowy. I remember that.
No, that was cool.
I remember when little Dandil did.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
job, buddy.
Yeah.
I was
Dandil
using my
fucking rocked it.
Battlemaster
Oh.
fucking attacks just to make sure
Oh
he doesn't
lord.
get away.
Oh, fucking righty then, boys. We're gonna start at the top of the round. Which
Start the
according
recording.
to he didn't stop the recording.
No, I did not.
Which, according to my notes, is Aramil, which is no surprise because he is
Fuck
the
that
risen
guy.
god of speed.
Fuck that guy. I had a nat 20. Fuck that guy.
He's the fucking god of speed. Sorry, bro. Like,
Wait, and we're fighting him? Okay, goddamn.
no. Aramil. not Cebu.
That's why I'm Team Cebu.
Oh God. All right. So this one is Armel.
Damn, you're looking very black and white.
And yeah, he is black and white. That's his official art.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, that I cropped very poorly. So it is his turn. He is going to move over here. Boop. And he
Okay.
says, yeah, he fast. And he says, no, no, go back. Hagent wanted this. They were supposed to come here. Okay, that is all he's doing because he does not want to strike first. Next up is Zillowin.
It's from being first in initiative. All right. So 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna get about that close. I'm gonna look at Cebu and go, listen, I don't know why this is upsetting you. We're following the will of your people. We're just trying to learn and follow the path. This is unavoidable. Unavoidable. There is no reason for this to become violent.
Okay, are you going to take
And
any other action?
I'm going to hold my action until attacked. And I would like noted
Okay.
that I did reattach my trident, so it's no longer a staff.
Two. Next up in line in that case is Mandee.
I will stay where I'm at and just ready an attack for if somebody attacks anybody else, and then I'll attack whoever the attacker is.
Okay.
Why? But when I heard next was Mandee, I started hearing like heavy metal, like AC/DC starting up in my head. I was like, oh god, here it comes.
No.
Okay. Next up is the big ball of elves minus Cebu. So, speaking of which, this guy right here, boom, is going to attack Zillowin, which will proc Zillowin's.
I know it was stupid, but that's what my character would have done, so I had to do it.
Yep. So he is going to be attacking you, but that procs your held actions. So you get to go first. So what you see is an elf.
Go ahead and have him attack, because if he misses, I'm not going to use it yet.
Okay.
So in other words, I like to use it if I am hurt.
Okay. So what you see is an elf in armor that looks like it's made out of leaves. It shifts as he moves, changing color with the forest behind him, giving him some semblance of camouflage. He draws an arrow from a quiver that has no arrows in it. He pulls an arrow out, knocks it onto his bow, and fires. So that is going to be. Does a 13 hit you?
That is my armor class, yes.
Okay.
In response, I would like to cast Armor of Agathis upon myself.
Okay. Will that alter the hit?
No.
Okay.
Because it only works for melee, but it's just what I'm going to do.
Okay, so you take an arrow which clips you in the arm for 7 points of damage. And I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
It's rolling, it's just slow. 17.
Okay. So the arrow hits you, and it fucking hurts. In fact, you haven't taken much damage. You guys really haven't been tried too much in your journeys thus far. And being just straight fucking pierced with an arrow by a skilled archer, it does not feel good. And when it goes inside, at first you mistake uh, the burning for the piercing of your flesh. But then you feel something else, something different. And your vision blurs for a second, but you shake it off. All right, next
damage.
up, that was 7 damage.
7. Okay.
And
Total.
then I'll attack the dude. I'm gonna throw a dagger at him.
Okay, at this guy.
Yeah.
2.
Actually, I got a short bow. I'm gonna use that instead. That is only a 12.
Let us see. That does miss. He fires a shot and then kind of leans back, and your arrow flies past him.
Oh, quite the high. I see we have over here.
Well, I don't know if it's high, but it's not 12. Okay, so now it's on to the other elves here. So we're gonna have one of these guys is gonna shoot at Mandee. Does a
Nope.
14 hit? Okay, you said no, that does not hit.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so another will go. That one does hit. Also for 7 points of damage, and I need you to roll me a Constitution save as well.
10.
Okay. So that does not save, but luckily this is tiered. So at this point, you will be at disadvantage for physical actions until I tell you otherwise. You feel extremely groggy, as though you have not slept in days. Next elf. That is crap. That misses the good doctor.
Woo!
Ginsu, what is your AC?
16.
Or I should say Tanizan. Oh, okay. Very good. That hit.
But does
We're
it?
gonna die. We're gonna die.
No, I don't think they want to kill us.
All right. Well, luckily for you, you're a toughie. You take 10 points of damage.
Cut that in half.
Right. And you can roll me a Constitution save.
What are you, a barbarian? Goddamn.
No. Being the god of vitality, all physical damage is reduced by half.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Which is
Yeah.
basically a barbarian.
Natural 20.
You're just fancy barbarian.
Okay, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary besides the solid punch of the arrow hitting you. It doesn't actually pierce your flesh very much. There's a little bit of blood, but really just with kind of a wave of your hand, you can kind of wipe it away, the arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
Right, who next?
Hold on, there's a bunch of these guys.
Probably another elf.
Okay, that one misses Dandil.
I'm taking cover behind Mr. Torso over here.
Speaking of Mr. Torso, that one hits Tanizan.
That does. Fucking 21, Jesus. Another 5
Okay.
points of damage.
10 halved 5. Okay. And
Another Constitution saving throw.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, device. If I use Mr. Torso over here as cover, do I
17.
have half cover essentially, mechanically speaking?
Technically no. Unless you have a specific feat.
I mean, I have halfling
small.
nimbleness.
They're-
I can like
Yeah.
move this space and shit.
So once again, you're fine, Ginsu. But also these guys have a thing, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Oh, they have a thing.
They have a
Yeah,
thing.
unfortunately.
Oh,
Is it bigger than
no.
mine?
Oh yeah.
I think
Okay.
I think they have sharpshooter.
Oh my.
We're fucking done.
Uh-oh.
Okay, last one, and Professor, you are hit.
Oh, oh God. Move.
Ooh.
Oh my.
This is why
Oh,
I
no.
roll them all. This is why when I have a group of enemies, I roll them all simultaneously.
Please,
It's all
please,
Yeah.
I'm
all
busy trying to
D20s.
die here. Stop being so loud.
So 11 points of damage, and roll me a Constitution save.
That's about half my health.
It's okay. I got an infinity spare the dying.
Oh, so you're good to go. Now this, you take an arrow to the chest, and it is fucked. Like you've been beaten up before. You've lived longer than these guys have. You've been through a few barroom scraps. You've had your ass kicked by like people's husbands or dads or whatever.
Yeah, well, whatever, for whatever
never-
reason. Nothing specific. Nothing very specific.
Sure.
I did not sleep with that woman.
But
Okay,
you
Mr.
have
Bush.
okay, President Clinton. But you have never been shot before until now. And unfortunately, this fucking sucks.
No. Sorry for the correction, but the knights shot me on the way through into the army.
Oh, that
This
is
is my second time.
true. That's true. You're an old hat at this now, at being a
Ah.
pincushion. Look at that. Well, that is the end of the elves' turn, which brings us to the next in line, which is Tanizan Talizar.
Alright, well, these fuckers just shot me twice, but I'm going to move to the closest one, which is this douche nozzle over here.
Yeah,
And,
that guy's. The two guys in the front seem to be the most like hyped out, which is why they're standing by Cebu. Like they have as much fervor in this fight as he does. So you charge this guy who is just still deadlocked, staring at Zillowin. Like
So he's not
ready
even
to let
paying
him have it
attention to
again.
me.
No, heat of battle. Like you basically got shot while you were running over here.
Yeah. Do I have 2 weapon fighting? I don't think I do. Where are my feats at? No, I do have 2 weapon fighting. Okay. So I'm going to make 2 attacks on this guy with a long sword and a short sword.
Which longsword are you using?
I'm using the normal longsword. I don't have
Okay.
my sisters out.
Okay. Very good.
25.
That hits the absolute fuck out of him.
Okay, so 9 points of damage.
Okay. So you run over and you give him a big ol' slash, and this guy, now he's paying attention to you. And his eyes are pretty wide as well. He does not look pumped that you just did that to him. Go ahead and make your second attack.
All right, my second attack is
Surprise Pikachu face.
14.
14 does not hit.
Damn.
He narrowly escapes your second slice. In fact, you swing at him with a short sword, correct?
Mm-hmm.
If it was a scimitar, if it was a longsword, you would have hit him.
Mm.
But you were just shy of hitting him as he kind of leaps back in fear a bit. So, do you have anything else that you're going to do on your turn?
I don't think there's anything else that I can do. Well, there is something, but I'm not going to do it just yet. So that's the end of my turn.
Very good. Then, in that case, it is Cebu's turn. And Cebu is going to come right here. And he says, "You should not be here. You are an abomination." And he draws two swords. And
You're
he
very
will,
ugly. Get
Not
out
feeling
here.
that Cebu love anymore, now are
and
you?
he will swing them both at you, Zillowin.
Still believe in us.
Drop to your knees.
Oh, well, it looks like he misses you twice.
13 is my armor class.
Even with your additional
that-
armor thing that you cast?
Armor of Agathis gives me temporary hit points and a damage ratio if someone hits me with a melee. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, so basically he has a rapier and a mangosh, and he swings at you. He hits you with the rapier, but he misses you with the mangosh.
Alright, well. Hold on. Yeah, it does say they have to hit me. So
Okay, so he hits you with the rapier for 7 points of damage. He stabs you. You think that you've dodged it, but he pierces you in the side as you jump off to the right, and he cuts through just the side of your torso over.
the armor is going to shatter, and because that's the temporary hit points. But the ice flakes are going to basically hurl at him, doing 10 points of cold damage.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Warlocks, man, one-trick ponies.
Yeah, that's nice. 10 points of damage, you said? Okay, very cool. So I'm just denoting this here.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
I only get to do it once.
So that was Cebu. And next up in order is Professor D. Shvantz.
So I look down and there's an arrow in my chest. You said yes?
Correct.
I'm
Not
looking at this-
not piercing a lung or your heart, but like legitimately like up here in your chest.
Okay, so D takes a great big breath and then pulls out a booklet and starts, as during his action, he is using all of his skill as an academic to write out a huge note on this piece of paper for my full 6 seconds. Okay, at the end he tears it out, like spits on it, and then I pat it onto the back of one Julian Bashir. So it now looks like I've put like a note on his back.
So you basically put a kick me sign on him.
And it's the heroism spell. Yes, correct.
Okay. So you successfully cast heroism on Julian Bashir. You want to tell him what that does?
Yeah. You've had this once before. You've had this once before. Heroism. A willing creature, if you will take my note. A willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability. That's a 5 temporary hit points every single turn.
Oh wow.
That's nasty.
It is concentration for 1 minute, so I'll hold the concentration if you hold the front line, my friend. Get out there, you little god of death! You go, shoot,
Get
fly.
out here.
He looks down at the arrow in his chest again, and
And
he starts staggering backwards. And for my movement during my turn, I'm going to stagger backwards over here and take cover behind this log. I'm a small person. Am I able to gain full cover?
You're taking cover behind a
Well,
stump, a bit
we'll
of
behind
say-
some
Ironbeard
part
or
of
Steelbeard.
behind some part of Steelbeard, right? Yeah, like a.
we'll say that is a root that came up while you guys were healing Steelbeard.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That will be okay. So we'll say that you kind of hide in a little nook behind a root.
Yeah.
And you can have 3/4 cover, but I'm not going to give you full cover.
All right, fair enough. I'll take it. I have very low AC to begin with, so that's great. I do have a bonus action.
Okay.
Let's see. My homunculus servant. So my dragonfly is hovering around Steelbeard. This is an action for it. I don't know if this counts as a, but no, this isn't a bonus action for me. This is just an additional action I get. So I would like for my dragonfly to use its force strike ability, ranged weapon attack, my spell attack modifier to hit, range 30 feet. One target you can see hit. It's basically a 1d4 of force damage. Am I able to target items like held weapons, bows, things like that? Is that a thing here?
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage. But bodies at advantage?
Body's regular, yeah.
Or regular, excuse me, yeah. Yeah, what are, I mean, are they all holding bows? What's Cebu holding?
So, okay, the fully grown owl is going to be your homunculus for now. That's
Okay.
supposed to be Everick later, but he's still baby.
What's
they
this
all-
fucking steel thing over here? What is this?
That's Everick.
Oh, we'll just switch him out.
No, he's a baby. That's why he looks like that.
All right.
They all have bows. Every one of them, including Cebu, they all have bows. All of them are holding bows except Cebu, and the rest of them also have rapiers on their hips. Cebu is the only one with 2 swords, but they all have 1 sword and a bow, as well as the 2 in front, as well as Cebu, have quivers with seemingly no arrows in them, just like Aramil showed you before.
Mhm.
And the 6 in the back have regular quivers with arrows in them.
Okay. I want to take the risk and try to disarm or damage whatever Cebu is wielding.
Okay, he has a rapier in his main hand,
Yeah.
which in Cebu's case is his left, and a Mind Gauche in his offhand, which in Cebu's case is his right.
What is a Mind Gauche?
A Mind Gauche is like a tiny rapier, basically. It's a defensive dagger.
And these don't appear to be made out of ironwood?
No, they
How do you
appear to
spell
be
that?
made out of steel. Meingaushe, I think.
Google.
Say that one more time. Y'all spelled too fast.
Maingauche.
Google.
Is also called a parrying dagger.
That was a 1d4. Excuse me. Ignore that. So, nat 1 to my attack roll.
Okay, so it shoots out like a little bead laser thing, and they're all like, the fuck? And it just kind of flies wildly past Cebu, and it actually hits this guy right here.
Oh!
So roll me, and that is because, hold on, let me double check this real quick. I want to make sure.
If you're looking for a damage roll, I actually did roll the d4 by accident. If you want to take that one.
Okay, so yeah, it does hit that guy. I don't know how I predicted that, but it does hit that particular guy, and 4 damage. You said? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so he takes 4 points of
It's
damage.
4 force.
4
And
points
then-
of force damage. All right, so basically, it's like a little laser BB thing. It hits him, and he's like, "Oh!"
Yeah, like the Predator's like proton laser weapon shoulder pack, but it comes out of my my dragonfly. It's very cool.
Also, you do not see her on here because at some point, Madame Tinuith has decided that she wanted to not be visible.
He dipped.
Well, she's somewhere, and if you really want to find her, you can. But like looking around, you realize that she is not here. There's plenty of large foliage for her to be behind.
For my bonus action and to end my turn, Shvantz pulls.
Was that not your bonus action?
No, it actually was its own action. My steel defender will eventually have things that will take my bonus action away, but this thing acts independently. It's a homunculus.
Okay.
So I pull out these blueprint plans that the professor's been working on, and he his time is waning here, but he presses them up against this root that he's hiding behind, and once again pulls out a pen and begins furiously scribbling math equations, and while also tracing his blueprints like on top of the root through his own paper. Is that making sense?
Okay.
What I want to do and what I want to try to accomplish with this is Shvantz is attempting to communicate with Treebeard through Shvantz's math magic to
By the power.
ask for this steel defender or Ironwood defender, as it were. I don't know if I can accomplish that, but that's my turn.
Okay. Now, empowered by the strength of the kick me sign, it is now Dr. Julian Bashir's turn.
All right. Yeah, it's definitely kicking ass time. So,
How many people want to kick some ass?
Yeah. So I don't know how flanking works in 5.0, or what's my maximum movement? Is it like 30 feet?
Okay, so 30 feet or 6 squares, but also I'm just gonna house rules flanking as working like it classically always has. So if you're on opposite sides of a dude, then you get advantage in attacking him.
Like, I'm wondering if I can get around behind him without
Which-
getting an opportunity of a attack of opportunity. You know what I mean?
Which
Like, close to
which
the
in
attack.
Mandee's case, by the by, means if you're flanking somebody, Mandee, you get to
Vic, you
Use-
should be able to
use
get.
your sneak attack.
Vic, you only get opportunity attack if you leave their threat
Vic.
range.
If you go
So
from
if you go
here
stand next to him, you can go all around him.
to here to here, you won't get an
that's what
attack
I
of
figured.
opportunity.
Was 10 to there.
No. You don't
there.
have to go out so far. Is what I'm saying. You can be right next to him without any issues whatsoever. It's when you
Alright.
leave
It's
their
when you
range.
leave his threat range.
That's fine. So I'm gonna get behind him.
Okay.
And, I'm gonna punch him right in the fucking liver from behind. And
You're gonna punch him with your fist?
Oh well, it's more than that. It's more than that. It's inflict wound, motherfucker.
Holy
Yeah, he's
shit.
gonna punch
Okay.
him while delivering inflict wound.
So
Fucking fair enough.
So his insides are just gonna like literally implode. It's gonna be, like, the ultimate kidney punch. Like he's gonna be
Ooh.
like sucking down blood in a second here.
Oh shit.
Okay. Well, in that case, he will have a different AC, since you are basically doing a touch attack.
Yeah. And I don't know if flanking even matters. I don't know if that makes it harder for him to
You get an
dodge.
advantage.
In your case, like I said, you get advantage on attack rolls when you're flanking.
So what do I roll twice? Is that how it works?
Okay, we need Fredboat in here
Roll-
to start
roll
playing Hold Me Up
twice.
for a hero.
Roll twice and take the best.
Looks like 16.
That hit.
Oh, tight. Oh, holy shit. Here we go. Oh.
Oh my
What
god.
the actual fuck? Hold on.
Oh shit.
Eat shit, ding dong.
Okay.
Nice.
You know that moment where your encounter turns upside down? Now you know how it feels.
Okay. This is a
Guy's
shame.
organs are fucked.
So you go to punch his liver, right? And you hit him. I'm going to describe this from everybody else's perspective except yours and Tanizan. So the rest of you guys can see this because he is facing the other direction. Basically, his veins become black. They creep into the central portion of his body, and you see one of his eyes go milky white, and then and his right eye goes milky white. All of the blood vessels in his left eye pop, so he has one like blackened white eye and one red and green eye.
Jesus Christ.
And then with black veins, you hear the clanking of his weapons as he collapses to the floor.
Damn, he's
Damn.
down. Nice.
Nice. We killed the Lord. Did the other guy just lose leadership?
Yeah, right.
And
Minus 20 morale boost.
so he is not dead, but he is fucked.
He's definitely dying.
He is absolutely out and probably dying, correct.
How many life points
yeah,
does he have? Because
You're gonna
damn.
love this. You're gonna love his bonus action now too. Check this shit out.
Ginsu, he has a name,
10.
dog.
Cebu.
I gave this man a name. That is why he's gonna have a lot of HP.
Okay, I was about to.
But he also
say.
But he also took 10 from fucking Zillowin earlier.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
Let's
he
check this
ate
out.
a lot of shit. This man also has frostbite right now.
Damn.
Not to mention, we're not that high level, so like I don't expect him to throw triple-digit NPCs at us.
Check this shit out. I'm gonna fucking anime style, no, He-Man style. Thundercat, raise my hand up into the air. Ah! And I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon, and you're gonna see basically this spiritual dark flames erupt from my hand until it forms the shape of a scythe. I'm throwing it at the motherfucker next to me. This guy right here who's been taking some damage.
Hell
This guy's got
yeah.
Hold
a
on
flying
one sec.
scythe.
Hold on.
It's a bonus action, spiritual weapon. Now I get
Well, it's an
to
action to
engage,
it's an
but-
action to summon.
Yeah. So you summon the scythe, but you can't
Well,
attack
it's
with
an
this
it's
turn.
an action to summon, and he already used his action.
Yeah, so he
It's a bonus
can't.
action to attack in the future, or to move it, but it's an
No, it's
action to summon.
No, it's a-
casting time
it's a
is
bonus
one
action.
bonus action. So
And
you can use it next turn.
Okay.
doesn't it say in the text though, as part of the cast, it can make an attack?
Oh, that's ass.
Yeah, I'm throwing a fucking sight at him.
Okay, so you can make a melee attack against a creature within 5 feet. It doesn't say anything about throwing or anything like that.
It's 5 feet away though.
No, he's more than 5 feet. He's
is that
10
10?
feet. Yeah.
Which, yeah.
You have to
Yeah, that
have
guy's
it
10
on
feet.
his square.
You can hit
Alright, so
them
then just
with it.
on this turn, then I just have a scythe in my hand. That's still badass as shit.
Technically, you can
No.
hit the guy in front of you with it.
So as a note, when he summons it, it is just made of seeping black energy.
It's
it is-
goopy.
Actually, kind of. It's like dripping onto the ground, and where it drips, pieces of the forest seem to be dying. The
Ooh.
moss and stuff that it drips off just kind of withers. And it's not in your. It can be in your hand. I'm fine with that. But spiritual weapon is basically like a floating thing.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's why I was trying to chuck it at somebody.
But if you really want, you could hit Sebu with it.
I mean, he's kind of like super dead already. And he's
Hold
got a
on.
name, so I
Technically,
feel
doesn't
like-
it summon within a square that's 5 feet next to you?
Yeah, but he wants the flavor of holding it.
I mean, I don't
But
have
it had
to.
doesn't it have a casting range of like 30 feet?
Oh God,
the range
it's
is 60 feet.
60 feet.
Oh, yeah, so
Okay.
he can put that pitch anywhere.
Yeah, where
and
you want
attack
it to go,
somebody.
dog. Yeah, if you want it right here, that's
Okay, yeah, so that's how RPing it is. I summon it out of my hand and I chuck it
Actually-
at this guy.
But technically,
actually-
he summoned it next to the guy.
We'll put it. Yeah, we'll put it in this square right here. It's the same
It
shit.
just comes out of the ground behind that guy, basically.
Oh, that'd be sick. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So so Julian holds his hand out, and the ground rots away until a circle of like dead plant life basically seeps, and from the seeped ooze comes a fucking glowing black well, whatever the opposite of glowing is, black scythe,
White.
and it swings out at this unfortunate gentleman right here. Go ahead and make that roll and add advantage because theoretically it's flanking him now.
Oh, I rolled 17 both times.
Okay. Roll that damage. You hit. 5.
Not great, but I keep them for the rest of the combat encounter. Well, what
Well,
is that, 10 turns, 60.
It's
Yeah, 1 minute.
it's not great, but it is enough. And with the damage that was dealt by Tanizan, this guy in deadlocked melee with Tanizan jumps back away from his second blow, just barely dodging it, directly into the sweep of your scythe, which pierces him in the back. He goes down.
Oh, shit.
It's murdering time. I think that's the end of my turn. That's the only bonus action I can take. So
That
I'm gonna
is
have off right now.
fucking awful.
But now, yeah, for the next, 10 turns, I get to keep attacking with it.
Yeah, it stays there. It should actually have its own token.
Do you have a token device or just like a sword token? or weapon token?
Yeah, I
You
have
can
something
drive
I can
around.
give you. Let me see.
The other thing I wanted to ask too before my turn ends is there any way I can get some kind of add-on or you can disclose everybody's health? I've got some abilities that are just like don't cost mana slots where I can distribute health if only under the condition they have less than half health. It's kind of cool, but
I think
kinda
you
need
can
to
look
know how
on
many snowfall
D&D
at a time.
Beyond.
Yeah, you should be able to see everybody's
Yeah,
health on
you
D&D
just
Beyond.
refresh the page, and you'll actively see how many hit points we have.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do it?
Just open our character sheets and then refresh the page every time we take damage.
Oh. No, that sucks. I don't want to do that.
So what I
If you
do
have
is I have it on my
the
phone.
app,
Yep.
I don't
if you
the
have
app.
the app, you can see all of our characters'
the app.
health. So get the app.
You have to, like, can you do it on the computer?
No, not the same way.
Oh, yeah. You'll have to let me know if you're under
Just
half health.
put it on your phone, dude.
Yeah, it's just D&D Beyond, man. It's free. It's easy to
not hard at
download.
all. It's very easy. It's just an app for your phone.
I'll figure it out between the next turn. But I think I'm all done now. Device, you're looking for a token or whatever?
I made one. One sec.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll look into the App Store, Play Store. It's just called D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, sick. That's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
name
how
him
I
Tony.
keep track of everyone's health when I'm Fergus.
Yeah, this will be good. Yeah,
Oh no, Sabu!
God of Death stuff's crazy. I do crazy damage and crazy heals.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's
And
okay.
so now you can control the dark side. Okay, let me open this back up. Sorry guys, I have all this on my phone.
It's worth
Okay,
it. It's a lot of fun to do combat like this.
11, and next up, that brings us to last in line, which is Dandil.
Damn, looking at this app, my life is double fucking everybody else's.
Alright, I am going to move right over
Except
here.
for
I'm going to
Dandil.
take out my longbow, and I am going to shoot this dude over here with said longbow.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm going to shoot once. That is a 13. Does a 13 hit?
That does not hit.
Ah. Drats. Okay, action surge. One more time. One more time. That's gonna be 23, actually.
Oh, that's nice.
Also a miss. No, I'm just kidding. You hit the fuck out of it.
He is going to take 10 points of damage.
Ooh.
And I'm going to use
Okay.
one of my maneuvers, which is a trip attack.
You hit him in the gut, by the by.
Dirty. Very nice. Alright, he needs to make me a strength saving throw of DC 14 or fall prone.
Just double check his saving throws here.
You have to do it right now.
I'm doing it.
Do it right now.
This app rules, by the way. Yeah, this is a way better to be.
Oh lord.
Oh yeah, it's a good app.
The only thing is it doesn't interact with roll 20.
That's fine.
He does in fact eat shit. He falls prone. So this gentleman is currently prone. Let's do fuck. Let's do the sad face as prone.
Oh, sad face. Alright, and I'm just gonna instruct Everett over here to skedaddle into the bushes and just just stay in there. Eat dirt and fall asleep.
When you go find him after the battle, he's gonna be face down going.
So if you are paying attention to him, where he was, which I believe was here, there is a small pile of, I guess, baby plumage and a little trail leading towards the tree, but he does go up into that tree.
This is the bird poo. I gotcha. Alright, that's
No,
gonna be my
he seems to be molting.
at a rapid pace.
Okay, so that is the end of the round, and it is Armil's turn next. Armil says he draws an arrow from his pack and he fires it here. And when he does, he... Okay, so if you're paying attention to Armil, what's everybody's passive perception?
15.
My passive is 14.
12.
11.
Well,
Okay, Julian, you see Armil flicker in place for a second, and all of you guys hear, as if it is whispered directly into your ear, "Look away, my friend." In fact, he doesn't say look away. He says, "Look towards Steelbeard, my friends."
I'm going to look.
And then he fires an arrow here.
Okay. I heed his advice.
Okay. When he fires an arrow there is a massively bright yellow flash of light. I'm going to make one check for all of these guys. Okay, did anybody not look away? Okay. All right. So these two guys, this guy, seem to be dazed, and these two guys in the back kind of shake their heads a little bit. Boom, boom. And these guys on the side are directly like holding their eyes. It is Zillowin's turn.
all right. Would it be an action to do a medicine check to stabilize Cebu?
Yes.
Come on. I clicked the button. Do the thing. Oh, hey, nat 20 for 22.
Click the button. Okay, he seems to be breathing easier. He seems to be okay. He is not awake, but he is stable.
I look up at Julian. I go, "We can't just kill his village, his family. We need to just." I yell to everybody, "Just knock them unconscious."
As a note, if you so desire, you can deal subdual or non-lethal damage if you so choose. With anything other than like a spell.
What's subdual mean?
It's just non-lethal.
Less than lethal. But,
it's like so you hit them with the flat of your blade instead of the blade of your blade.
I can't wait for it's my turn so I can look back at Zillowin and go, no shit, Sherlock.
The flat of your Warhammer.
Flat of
Yeah,
your
there you
Warhammer.
It's like you know, instead of bashing their skull in, you hit them in the stomach so that the wind gets knocked out of them. Like whatever the fuck flavor you want.
We did already kill one guy like that. Well, I don't know if he's dead or just unstable.
Okay, it is Mandee's turn. That guy is dying.
Hold on a second.
I can tell you for certain. You feel that guy is dying currently.
Which guy?
He will be dead eventually. The guy with the big red line through him.
This guy right here?
The guy in front of you, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's not gonna die.
Okay, next up is Mandee.
Hold on.
All right.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
To get
Let Zillowin
something.
finish his game.
Trying to see if I still have it. Yep, there it is. Okay. I'm going to use a bonus action, and I'm going to summon my tentacle. If I can get
Summon
it. There we
yon
go.
tentacle.
Getting real Black Bible in this bitch.
Oh, fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Of course you would
Showing up?
mention that.
Why is it not showing up?
What color is the tentacle supposed to be? Never mind, I found a good one.
I guess I can't do it. I don't think I can do it because I'm not a GM. I can't add tokens. So I want to put it right here
Okay.
between these two, and that's a bonus
will-
action to summon it.
I'll make you a token right now. On the bright side, though I'm making these on the fly, they'll be ready for future fights from now on.
Make a melee spell attack with it. Where is that value?
Okay, where do you want to put it?
Right here between these two.
There you go.
And I'm trying to make an attack, but I'm not getting any love. Oh, there we go.
That is a World of Warcraft tentacle, but it looked good, so
18 to hit the gentleman on the right.
that hits.
And if I may do non-lethal damage.
Yeah, that's fine. You just can't do like a non-lethal fireball. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was asking because it is
Necrotic
magical in
touch.
nature, so.
Yeah, but in this case, it could just like slap him instead of try to
Yeah,
stab
there are
him through
definitely
the
some
chest.
things that cannot be non-lethal, but I think a tentacle slapping the shit out of somebody can.
That
Okay.
is 5 cold damage.
Okay, to this guy right here.
And I'm just going as I basically stabilize Cebu, I'm gonna reach out and just be like, "This needs to end," and I'm just gonna summon out of an inky pool of like almost like stale water, a large what is that? Purple? What color is that?
That is purplish. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
black and purple.
Just like the long tendril, and it's gonna whip out and just wrap around his neck.
Very cool. Okay, now it's Mandee's turn.
Yep.
Oh, before you do anything, Mandee, roll me a Constitution save.
21.
Oh, and its
Okay.
speed is its speed is reduced by 10 feet, by the way.
Okay. Excellent. 21. We'll say that its feet kind of freeze over a little bit. There's a bit of frost on its limbs. 21 means that you, whether it's the candy or just your general ADHD nature, the 7 sodas you drank before the fight, who fucking knows? But you don't feel tired anymore. You're no longer at disadvantage.
Cool.
So that essentially lasted 0 turns. Have a good time.
I'm going to teleport here. And then I'm going to stab the guy on the ground with
Okay.
like triple advantage.
Yeah, for real.
Jesus.
Which means that you get you get sneak attack
Quadruple
damage.
advantage.
I'm gonna stab him with my dagger first.
Ambush.
Non-lethal, right?
I never said that. Oh, I get to roll.
Yeah, I know. Mandy
Yeah,
doesn't know the word non-lethal.
Oh, that was the wrong one. Oh, it's the same number anyway.
Yeah, you hit the fuck out of him. So that's fine. Okay, roll damage.
Is just standing there. There you go. 8.
Well, you get your sneak attack.
I'm gonna save it for the other guy. She knows that he's
Okay.
been hit, and so she's just hoping she can finish him off, and then.
Well, remember, you're not really going to be able to use it against the other guy because he doesn't have anything. But this guy is bye-byes.
I'll still get the sneak attack on this guy because of my swashbuckler.
Oh, nasty. Go ahead.
She a murder hobo.
You out here clowning it up, dog. I love it.
It's gonna miss.
Is the green line different than the red line? I'm just curious.
No, that's just the color I happened to be on at the time.
Okay.
But the dude that was prone is very much dead.
Okay. Like
That
there's no
guy-
stabilizing this guy.
That guy is not dying. In the case of the other two guys, they were taken to just above or right at their actual HP. In the case of the dude with the green line, he unfortunately went to like a -5, so he's very dead.
Bye bye.
In fact, I'll say he is dying, but he'll be dead very soon, so that's fine. If you guys really care, you can help him, but he's fucking bleeding out pretty bad.
Man, I can just like touch a motherfucker and stabilize him, but I don't know if I necessarily want
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. Also, because you are you can feel these things.
Feel
All
the
right.
death.
So that was Mandee. And do you have any other actions you want to take, Mandee?
Nope, I think that's everything.
Okay. That brings us to the elves. This turn, very unfortunately, the flanking guys, this guy, you son of a bitch, fucking drawing tool. This guy and his counterpart are still holding their faces. But the rest of them are also blinded this turn. So I'm just going to roll twice for disadvantage. This will count for all of them.
Oh, that ain't good. That's oof.
Yeah. So basically, the four of them that are still up on the left-hand side, they wildly fire arrows. They completely miss everybody. And the guy in front of Mandee, sensing somebody there, even though he can't see, drops his bow, draws his rapier, and swings wildly. He also radically misses. He swipes. He stabs at where the chest of an adult man would be. Unfortunately, you are neither an adult man nor a man, and you are a halfling, and so you look directly above you, about a foot or so, and you watch him stab air. That is very unfortunately the elves' turn, and that brings us to Tanizan. Actually, you know what? This Mandee, you're going to get an attack of opportunity. This guy is going to attempt to get away a little bit. And so is this guy. And this guy, which means the tentacle gets its choice. That hits.
8.
So you do 8, and this guy takes 8. The tentacle also gets an attack of opportunity, I think.
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
It's something I enact with a bonus action, so I don't believe it has its own entity.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, then in that case, it is Tanizan's turn.
All right, so I'm going to make a medicine check, and I'm going to stabilize the guy in front of me.
Okay.
20, a dirty 20.
Okay. He is stable.
Okay, and then since that was an action, I don't have any more at the moment, but I'm going to move in front of this guy, and I'm going to use Action Surge, which will allow me to attack him. I knew there was a reason why I saved that. So I'm going to make an attack with my longsword first. 24.
You know a hit.
Ooh, I rolled a 1, so what is that? Plus 4, 5 points of damage.
Double it.
Double it.
Okay.
So 10 points of damage.
Like, don't double it.
And then with my short sword, 11.
Got my sweet ass
17.
beard comb, my beard brush. Oh yeah.
17.
17 also hit.
All right, and that's a d6.
Also, these guys are essentially flat-footed right now.
9 points of damage that time.
They
So
do not have their dexterity bonus currently because they're blind.
So basically, seeing that that all of these guys around me are kind of distracted and blinded a bit, I'll reach down and I'll stabilize the guy in front of me, make sure he's not bleeding out anymore, and then I'll immediately pick up my longsword and my short sword. I'll run around him and jump at the guy, slashing at him twice, just like in an X motion.
And how much damage did you deal in total?
In total, I dealt 14 points of damage.
Okay. Regular or non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Okay, that guy, you bash him against the head twice with the flat of your blades, and his eyes go kind of foggy, and he drops to the floor, eyes open, face down.
Damn.
Yeah, I buffed him a little in some ways, and I did not in others. So.
You didn't increase their hit points, you just increased their damage.
Only Cebu.
And he still got his ass kicked.
And they didn't get much of a buff. Okay, so that does it for Tanizan. After Tanizan is...
Don't antagonize the GM. When are you going to learn this?
After Tanizan is, it looks like Cebu. He snores, and it is Shvantz's turn.
Snores.
Well, it sounds like he breathes in, and there's like a bubbling sound. You can assume it's blood in his throat.
Oh shit!
I stabilized him.
The situation does not appear to be quite as desperate as I thought it was during my last turn, but I do still have this arrow sticking out of my sternum.
He is stabilized. However, it's not like you sucked out any of the blood that was lodged in it. He's not drowning in blood. His lungs aren't full. He just,
I mean, wouldn't that be a part of stabilizing, though?
He just got
make sure he can actually
in his
breathe.
He's saying he's not going to bleed out in seconds. He has
all that
he has
sexual
like an hour to
tension, and you're
live.
letting him die.
He's not dying. He's just fucking makes a noise when he inhales. If you want to deal with it later, you could deal with it later.
My hand is on his chest. I'm staring up at Julian. Go, you have to save him. I'm just kidding.
For the record, Julian, he is currently not dying.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was being dramatic.
Those fonts, go.
Right.
Release those fonts.
Yes, I'd love to, but everyone kept talking over me. Okay, thank you. Here we are. So hold my concentration for heroism for Julian. And I continue to use my action to inscribe directly onto the root, if I can, math equations and the blueprints to my steel defender that I've been wanting, and that's my action. My little dude, my little dragonfly is going to take a pop shot, little peep squirt. Something. What am I trying to say? Force strike against the target near Mandee. 2 force damage. Oh wait, there
The one near me is dead. He moved up to the. He
There
moved up.
was one. Did he move up? Is that the one that moved
He's on
away?
the top right. Yeah.
All right, yeah. The one that was closer and then moved away to Mandee. So two force.
Is it an auto hit?
Oh, no, sorry, I'm an idiot. Does a 7 hit?
I think you know the answer to that.
Then it just goes wild yet again. It's basically just like shooting blanks and drawing attention to itself. And that's my turn. Boy, I really need some help with that thing. If only someone could help me with my aim.
You're gonna have to recalibrate that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay, so Julian, it is your turn now.
Okay, let me just do a little. See how far this guy is. 15 feet. I'm really liking that kidney punch technique, and I can get directly behind flank this guy. So, I saw how effective it was last time. Maybe we're aiming for something better. I'm gonna try to hit his I don't know, something super brutal. Let's punch him in the rear, the deltoid, like directly behind his heart.
Oh my god.
See if we can't get his heart to literally explode.
Okay, I'm listening, but I do have to do a PB, so I'll be right back. But I can hear you. Also, his AC is currently 12.
Okay, well, do I get advantage too then? I'm going
Yeah, if you're on the other side of the guy,
He
then
says
yeah,
yes.
flanking.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and roll for the One Punch Man take 2 here. And just make sure I'm using my spell slots correctly. Okay, I didn't. Okay, I got 3 more casts of inflict wounds. So here we go. Well, I got a dirty 20. So, and then I'm also gonna attack him with the scythe. It just doesn't put him down. So, I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, you
and
rolled that damage twice. You got a 13 on the first one.
Oh, I was rolling to hit twice.
Oh, okay.
I had advantage, yeah. So then, here's the damage. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure it's gonna kill him, but we'll see. I'll have to see, and then we'll do something with the scythe if he's still alive.
He is not.
Okay. Can you tell me what happens?
His skin gets black and crispy from the rear. It crawls up the back of his neck. You see most of his hair fall out in the back and on the top. And when he moves in pain, you hear it crunch. It flakes away, and you see basically raw and red where the blackened skin used to be. He falls down crumpled.
Okay. Can I sense if he's still alive?
He is also not alive.
Okay. I murdered him. That's fine. You should have thought of that before he fucking, came rolling up on us.
Stop murdering everybody!
Listen, theoretically for you, him being dead isn't that big of a problem.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I wish I had Ray's dead. I get it next level, because then he'd be my little zombie slave. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do, how far can the scythe move per turn? Let me see here.
It should be 30 feet.
20 feet.
20 feet. Okay. So the scythe's gonna mosey on over here.
So it says, as a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet of.
Oh, I can get in flanking range too of this guy. And I will.
I don't think you'll be flanking anybody.
No, because that's his homie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
So they can move through each other's squares, so he's not blocked off.
I see. Okay. So then he's just gonna roll an attack then. 30, 21.
That hit.
5 damage.
Okay. Mark it.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, and that will end your turn, and we will move on to Dandil.
Yeah, Kijerki, what we're gonna do, Yard, is everybody who's like crossed out like unconscious or dead?
Correct.
Okay, let's see. How far
The
can we-
greens are dead and the reds are stable.
The queens and the dead.
You know what? Accidentally, yes.
Worked out, yeah.
All right,
That
I'm
w-
gonna move.
They just happened to be green because when I switched back over, it was set on green, but, you know.
Are these guys like behind some sort of like log cover or something?
No, there is a log there, but they're not behind cover or anything.
Ah, okay. So
They're not like crouched. It's just literally is a log that they're standing behind.
actually, I'm gonna shoot this guy right here with the longbow.
Okay, technically the scythe is your friend, so you're Gucci.
And then we're gonna do it for 25.
Oh, son of a
Yeah.
bitch. Also, that tree is not blocking your line of sight, so you're good. You hit.
I hit for 12 damage.
Okay, that
Yep.
guy, that guy is also crumpled.
Just like that. Okay. Nice.
Jesus.
Chance to be still alive.
He is still alive.
Okay.
Okay,
This
I
guy
have a
knocked
question
out.
real quick. The
Shoot
guy that is in
immediately over him.
front of
Fucking
me,
great. Love it.
can I stabilize him and not let him die?
No.
Oh, damn.
No. That guy's dead.
Jesus.
Alright, that's
Okay.
gonna be my turn.
That guy's actual dead.
Stop murdering everybody! Jesus!
Quit wasting your turn stabilizing people.
Listen, in fact, when you look down to check and see if you could stabilize him, you go to like check for a pulse or something, and you notice that you can see like through his skin and
Oh.
muscle into his neck proper.
But now Julian can save them.
The rest of it like rotted away.
Not when they're dead.
I
Not
don't
when
think
they're
Julian
dead.
can save that one.
Later on I can. Later on I can literally bring back the dead.
Yeah,
but-
middle of combat healing, not the best thing to do right now.
But I
The
basically
murder
don't even have
hobos
to
would
do
stop
anymore.
murking people.
I can't help the necrotic damage. I'm sorry. It's just, you know, it is what it is. I can't do non-lethal lethal.
Well, they started it. Who cares?
They did start it.
Yeah, but we shouldn't be trying to murder the people we're trying to ally with.
I don't
Because
see
they're
how it's.
over it.
I don't
guys
see
are
how
all
it's murder.
perfectly
It's
fine.
self-defense.
It's elf defense.
They were trying to take us
Oh my
into
God.
custody, not kill us.
All right, let's keep
I
this.
love it. I
Let's keep
love
this
it when the
moving. Let's
murder
keep it
hobos
going.
are
Come on.
like, it's
Okay.
self-defense. Like that fucking matters.
All right. So, Armil, seeing the way this is going, he's like, "Oh no," and so, oh
Oh
I did
no.
not mean to draw that line. So he ends up right here.
Yeah, no shit, RML. No. Oh, fuck.
All right, what he do? Oh, he do ting.
Okay. So he hits I don't know why I underscored that instead of doing a plus sign, but he hits an 18 on this guy. Okay. He hits him with the flat of his blade with the damage that Mandee dealt to him. that brings him down. Boom. All right, that is Aramil's turn. That brings us to Zillowin.
Well, as a bonus action, I can move the tentacle up to 30 feet and make a strike. I don't have access to the tentacle. But technically, I don't need to move it because I can hit anything within 10 feet. So I'm just gonna make a strike on this guy.
Wait, I have a
Bonus
question real
action.
quick. The guy in front of me,
Yeah.
I already knocked his ass out, right?
You fucked him up pretty good, and then Vick knocked his ass out.
I thought he was already knocked out.
Oh.
You said he was crumpled onto the ground with his eyes
Yeah.
open, but like rolled back into his head.
He died, dude.
Yeah, he's dead now. No, that was this guy. That guy's down. So you should have access to the tentacle now.
I am on fire. That was a nat 20.
Okay. You can either roll twice or double the damage. It's up to you.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that again because I could have sworn you told me I knocked his ass out.
It's very possible.
No.
I'll take
Yeah,
double.
why would I
So
punch him if he was knocked out?
10 cold damage.
Because
Okay, now
misunderstandings.
which guy did you do that to?
This guy right here. I think that was the same guy I hit last time. So
Okay.
his speed should reduce by 10, I believe. 10 again.
So, let's see. Yes, but you dealt, I believe, 5 to him before and 10 to him this turn, which
Yeah.
means he
The
is
speed.
Sleepy Boys.
Okay, because I'm using non-lethal.
All right. There
And then
are.
the guy next to him, I'm going to Eldritch Blast, which is my action.
Okay.
Stand by.
That is a hit.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I wasn't seeing it. 5 points of damage.
Okay. So this guy takes 5 points of damage. Alrighty then.
And that's my turn. I'm just gonna hold my spot.
Okay. Then we are back to Mandee.
Mandy's just gonna pitter patter up to this guy and attack him.
Okay.
What's a rapier? What with a dagger?
Dagger misses, but the rapier hit.
18 damage.
He's Mimi times.
Jesus.
Alive or dead?
He is dying.
Okay.
Okay, so it's just this last guy left. And as a matter of fact, it is his turn.
Poor bastard.
He drops his bow. He undoes his sword belt, and he puts his hands behind his head. If you speak Elven, you hear him say, "I concede. This is not worth it."
Okay.
Yes, I speak Elvish.
Okay.
I am an elf.
So you are now out of combat.
As he does that, I'm
shiz.
actually gonna walk over, put his hands behind his back, and tie them with a rope.
I'm gonna use my Death God ability to stabilize all of the remaining not dead guys.
I'm gonna
Okay.
over this guy and see if he has like that quiver with like boundless arrows.
So there are 2 dead guys, and the 2 dead guys are the ones who were like super fervently with Cebu.
Mm.
Those are also the guys who have. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Wait, this guy is still alive. It's
Yeah,
this
that guy
guy's dead.
is. You were.
And
That's
this
what I was
one.
just about to say. This guy is still alive. This guy has a regular quiver of arrows. This guy, unconscious, has one of the magical quivers.
Yay! I'm
This
taking.
guy does as well.
Are the bows special in any way that they've been using? Are they steel bows?
They do
Ironwood.
appear to be made of ironwood.
Oh shit! Did I say steelwood? I thought thinking of
They
steel.
are. They are ironwood longbows.
Spoils of war. I'm taking this shit. Let's go.
Yeah, and as I finish tying this guy up, I'm gonna reach down and pick up his sword and his bow as well.
They are regular longbow.
I just want to get it away from him.
Regular
I don't
rapier.
care.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So what would be an ironwood bow? Is it like a +1 or?
I can give you the stats. They actually do have stats.
Oh, okay.
I shake my head. I shake my head, but I say nothing about the looting.
As the little gremlins start looting everything, I'm going to pick up the stabilized people, and I'm gonna put them all into. I'm gonna lay them all into a row.
Now the doctor did specifically go around and stabilize all of the people who he could, which is everybody but those 2 guys. I'm just gonna move these guys over here.
It's best that we take away their stuff so, they don't do further bad to us,
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna take away all of their weapons and stuff and put them into like a small pile. But for the ones we should give these back.
Oh, I'm just taking the weapons.
Does
Yeah, they can keep everything else.
Does Cebu have any like handcuffs or ropes or anything like that on his person?
Oh yeah, he definitely has rope and such.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead.
Then
and
I'll
cuff up the
start
rest
tying
of them.
him up with his own rope.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do the same to all the stabilized ones, but instead of behind their back, they're gonna be in front of them, so that they're laying flat on their backs.
Okay. Perfect. It is easy to do with all of them because they are all
knocked the fuck out.
Unconscious.
I'm also going to search him for any other type of hidden weapons or anything like that.
Okay, roll an investigation for me.
Oh, should be easy. I have a 0 on that.
Not a bad roll.
No, 18 straight.
That is actually very good.
I know, right?
So
I'm thorough.
You find a
shove your hand up his ass.
You find a vial of poison. You also find a godstone about the size of an egg, or a seeker stone, I should say, the size of an egg.
And that would be how he found us.
And
I will quietly pocket those items.
Okay. And then you find, just gently tucked under his belt, under his tunic, you find a masterwork dagger.
Ooh.
I don't take that, but I do like take it and throw it off to the side.
Onto the pile of other weapons.
Who was he searching just then?
Cebu.
Sebo.
Okay, so Mandee was probably just sitting on Cebu's chest, just like nibbling on some candy. And
that sounds about right.
When the dagger gets tossed, he's gonna go grab it.
Oh, dagger!
We must protect the precious.
I look at her and I go, Mandee, that probably has a lot of value to him. We should probably leave it for him.
Mandee has
He's lucky he's
ADOS.
alive.
Attention deficit. Ooh, shiny.
He is alive, Mandee. These aren't enemies.
At least they're not supposed to be.
What did you call that then?
I shake my head. And I go find Aramel.
She comes back and sits
Okay.
back on his chest to wait for him to wake up.
Aramil comes back, so also this thing goes over here too. That is also gone.
Bye bye.
And so is Los Tentacles.
Also, this is like a guardian bow then?
Yes, that is what it is.
Ah, okay.
Grass.
And it is a quiver and bow set. They go together. However, if you notice on the screenshot that I sent to
Yeah.
you, yeah,
Nice.
it requires attunement by an elf.
The bastard bitch, you bloody. Why you give me these
Okay.
things if you can't even use it? What is wrong with you, man?
Liz, you're the one that stole it.
I wanted something use or not this. This is no bueno.
Listen, that's what it is. All right,
Hey, at
so
least Julian has a
Aramil,
weapon now.
Does the dagger need to be attuned by an elf?
no, it's just masterwork dagger. It's just a
Oh,
nice dagger.
he gets a nice dagger and I get this.
I'm
I
trying to
get
figure out what a
decent
masterwork is. I
decent.
didn't think 5e had masterwork. What is that?
Just +1 to attack, not damage.
Oh, okay. So basic magic. Got it.
Alright.
Yeah.
So it's just a plus
It's not
one bow to me
magical.
too.
It's just real nice.
I walk up to Aramel and I just look him in the eye and I go, "I'm sorry for the ones you lost."
They will be returned to the forest. I thank you all for not killing all of my kinsmen.
I mean, I'm sorry, but these people are insane.
I
They
would
have
like to
just
point out,
slaughtered
I am not
indiscriminately
insane.
since I've met them. You're not even over here. Go away.
Away with you.
Yeah, but I can hear you talking.
We killed those
You
You
guys
can hear
that
me
were fucking with
40
the
feet
girl.
away.
I am not 40 feet away. I'm more like right here because I'm trying to put all of these guys in a fucking row, tie them up, and gather their weapons and put them under this tree.
Okay, so you're just eavesdropping on my private conversation. Got it.
So he tells you, though I do not condone their deaths, they made the choice to attack you. They knew what they were in for. And so the ones that fell, fell. The ones that did not, well, I appreciate that. And with that, there is a rumbling. I'm not going to make you guys roll a dexterity check or anything, but the ground begins to shake. Under the two dead bodies, two, what you at first assume are tentacles appear from the ground until you realize that they are roots. The roots wrap around the two dead elves, and they pull them under the ground. A few seconds later, those cracks in the ironwood bark open up on Steelbeard, revealing eyes and a jagged mouth.
Oh, cool. What's up, Great Deku Tree?
Well, hello, my friends.
He's finally awake! Oh my god!
I'm going to
What
go
language
up
is
to
he
the
speaking?
Great Steelbeard and I'm going to give him a bow.
And
Welcome back to the land of the living.
I'm gonna climb his face immediately.
if you pay attention at all, you notice that Aramil immediately drops down onto one knee, head lowered, and you hear the creaking of the limbs of the tree as a wooden arm reaches down and it picks Cebu up and it says, "You are unworthy." And it fucking flings him.
Oh, shit!
Damn.
Flies
off.
Fuck!
Oh wow, I did not know that Steelbeard was gonna be like this.
Holy shit.
Professor Shvantz starts backing out, like really, really nervous after seeing that.
Mr. Steelbeard, that wasn't very nice of you.
Mandee pitter-patters up and offers it some candy.
I'm kind of watching Cebu fly through the air, like, holy
And
fuck.
yeah, and he does fly for a a minute until you hear him make contact with like the trees.
So there's just a splat.
No, like with like the canopy, you just hear the like cracking of branches.
So there's a chance that he's still alive.
Do the branches crack?
Yeah.
This is ironwood.
Well, not all the trees in the ironwood are ironwood.
Oh, okay.
But when you offer it candy, and it like, he looks at you like, "Hello, little one. What is this?"
Don't mind her. She just likes to share candy with everybody.
And these two massive tree limbs that are jutting off the side of it, you realize are his arms. And they slowly shape out at the ends into like hands, fingers, thumb, and all. And it reaches down and it takes, very gingerly, takes that little piece of candy from you and holds it up, and it says, "Ah, honey. Trees love honey. That's why we let bees live in our boughs." And it tosses it into its mouth. You're gonna save the world with candy one of these days. I'm convinced of it. I have been asleep for some time. Now, tell me, why did these ones attack you?
They said we were unclean, that we were abominations.
This is a holy site. We're not supposed to be here.
You're like a god or something, you know?
That had more to do with the fact that we were all like gods with magic.
Oh, we're all
They-
technically gods, but
Godlings.
They are my guardians. They carry pieces of my body.
oh, speaking of which, here, and I just give him the iron bow that I just lifted off the dude.
Was this yours?
No, I can't use it, but I took it off the guys who are like kind of going for us. But if this is part of you, then I think you want it back, no?
And he holds it in he holds the bow and the quiver in his hand, and he says, "Make use of it." And it shrinks down into a short bow. And the quiver gets a little smaller, like halfling sized as well. And he hands it back to you. Keep in mind his hand is like
Massive.
10 times your size.
Whoa! Can I finally use this thing?
Attune to it.
So basically he makes it so that you can attune to it, yes.
Whoa! Thank you.
And
All right.
I
Is
have
it like a
to
war
thank-
bow for me now, or is it?
It's a short bow.
Oh, okay, short bow.
It's a +1 short bow with the other stats that I sent you.
All right, thanks.
And he says, "I have you all to thank for my awakening. So, allow me to thank you, each and every one. Step forward."
Step forward.
And he taps Dandil on the head, and he goes, "I believe that will do for you."
I just give him a big thumbs up and was kind of like giddy about my little bow.
Yeah, I'll come up and step up to him after Dandil does. After Dandil petters off.
And he looks at you all, and he goes, "The small one that showed me kindness, you may have these." And two vines basically fall off of the canopy of his hair, whatever you want to call it. Two vines curl up in front of you, Mandee, and they have a distinct, like, kind of handly shape on one end, and they come to a tip at the other. And you get 2 Ironwood Vine whips. These act as whips, but also with a command, you can cause them to stretch out for 50 feet each.
God
Damn.
And with an additional command, which is 2 tugs, you can cause them to retract to their normal, roughly 10-foot length.
Fucking nice.
Sweet.
God dang, dude.
And for you, I offer this. And he reaches up and he plucks what looks like a branch and he drops it in front of Julian.
Cool.
It looks like a tiny branch until he drops it. You realize that it is an ironwood quarterstaff.
Okay.
This acts as a regular quarterstaff, but it is also technically magical and a +1.
Cool.
And similar to Mandee's item, it is roughly the same height as you. It can stretch out into a 10-foot pole, but it can also retract into basically the size of like a handheld bar or rod.
Oh shit, you have a power pole.
Yeah, it
I
kind
got
of.
Goku. I got
Yeah,
Goku
it's not
Yeah.
quite as long as Goku's, but you know.
It does
So I
do
just
the
added,
extendy.
quarterstaff +1 to my inventory. Is that legit, or is it just
Yeah,
+1 to attack?
it's an ironwood quarterstaff +1, so it's
Okay.
+1 to attack and damage both.
Okay, all right. So I just added a quarterstaff +1. I'll just
And the
remember that
really
next
cool
time.
thing is it's ironwood, so good fucking luck to anything that wants to break it.
Sure. Awesome. Thanks. I thank the tree guy. Give him a nice bow. Curtsy.
You are welcome, small god.
As I see what he's giving to these people, I'm actually going to pull out my sister's sword and kind of just wait my turn. But I'm going to ask a very specific thing.
Yes.
If you're giving us parts of yourself, is there any way that you can incorporate it into this sword?
Let me see. And
And
he grabs it. Like,
I was gonna hand it to him.
yeah. He just takes it between 2 of his fingers and he holds it up in front of his face, almost like he's kind of nearsighted. And upon thinking about it, in the lore, he is old as fuck.
Yeah.
And he looks at it really closely, and his bark kind of squints up a little bit. And the Seeker Stone on the back glows as it gets near him, as it glows when it's near you.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Oh, well, I do not work with metals, but this I can do something with." And he holds it, and the Seeker Stone turns from that pink purple color to a vivid green.
Ooh.
And he hands it back to you.
And I take it. I'm looking at the Seeker Stone now that's glowing.
Okay. Now, once per day, so essentially this is a +1 sword now.
Mm-hmm.
And once per day, you can use it as though it was you can use essentially a level 1 Holy Smite.
Ooh.
Actually, you can choose Holy Smite or Thunderous Strike, but you can choose that now.
I'll probably go with Thunderous Strike.
Okay. Thunderous Smite or whatever the fuck that one is.
Thunderous Smite.
Okay. Next. Who is next? Oh, you. And he reaches into this bush over here. Right over here. And he pulls out Everett. And he is holding Everett on his tiny palm. Well, his
Aww.
tiny bird on his palm. And he says, yes, you were brave. Very brave. So you can have this. And vines shoot out of his hand. And they basically, there's no good way to say it without it sounding fucking awful. So they pierce Everett all over his body. And they begin to pump what looks like green goo into his body.
Ooh.
His eyes turn vivid green, and then he passes out. The
Dandil,
vines
are you
come.
freaking out?
The vines come out,
Hmm?
and he sets Everett down, and he says, "Do not worry.
He just impaled your bird.
He
Oh, I'm
will
just
be
fawning over my
fine."
bow. I probably do not even notice this.
Bad
Yeah, so
Beastmaster.
he's doing terrible things to your birds.
I'm doing it.
And Dandil's
and-
too busy like looking at his new bow and licking it.
When
He's like, I can get another bird. It's fine.
when he sets the
That's
bird down,
terrible.
when he sets the bird down, you notice most of the molting has happened, and he is replaced. Here, we'll move him over here. He looks like this now. He is bigger, but he has his slightly bigger, but he has his adult boy feathers now.
Oh,
Ooh.
he a big boy now.
And on
Which
top
made
of
out of
that,
ironwood.
no, no, but
That'd be
on
dope.
top,
That'd be
on
dope.
top of that, he does in a couple of places have some pieces of bark that appear to be stuck to him, almost like they're growing out of him.
Ooh.
Does that give him like anything, or
It
is it?
it does. He basically has +2 armor.
Oh shiz. Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of like turn around. Hey, have you guys seen Everett? Where
He's
does Big
over
Al come
here.
from? No, that's not Everett. Where's Everett? Everett,
Mhm.
where? I'm gonna go
And
look in that
This
like
is
trail, like
Everett.
He
bush
makes the chirpy sound, and he runs over to. Where the fuck are you? Oh, there you are.
Where
He
are
makes-
ya?
He makes the chirpy sound, and he actually goes to run over towards you, doing the flappy movement he usually does. But he ends up leaving the ground just a bit, and then glides over to you. He has not flown before. He still hasn't flown, but he did glide over to you, so that's something.
What? Yeah. I'm not even like speaking like anything. It's just like all letters coming out of my mouth. What?
So on his chest, his back, his head, and covering his talons as well are just little pieces of bark and such.
And that's Iron Wood bark.
Wow.
And he says, now, there is one who was a voice of reason. This is something I like very much, because reason is important
And
to
that's
the
Everett right there.
future of the world. So you, blonde one, come here.
I look over at ML and I look over at ML and I go find Sabu, make sure he's okay, and I'll go forward and kneel before this massive creature.
Hello. So, I have something for you. This is for you. And
I winch and I wait for the vines to impale me.
he reaches up, and you ever see when somebody gives somebody noogies, you know what I mean? They like
No.
do this thing.
Or like it's a huge hand instead.
He does that to himself, and leaves fall off the top of him, and they kind of coalesce in front of you until there is just a little pile of them, and it looks like wind blows them a bit, and they shape out into what looks like a suit of leather armor. And this is +1 magical armor. It is made of ironwood leaves. It adjusts to fit you. So it adjusts to fit exactly your size. And as a standard action, the armor can mimic the texture and color of surrounding foliage, providing the wearer advantage on stealth checks within forests,
Sick.
underbrush, tall grasses, and other areas of dense vegetation. You notice it is also what Cebu and those other 2 elves were wearing.
Like a ghillie suit.
And he also tells you that if you concentrate, you can have it look like whatever clothing that you want. But regardless of what it looks like, whether it is a ball gown or a cat suit or a tuxedo, it will act as +1 leather armor.
Maybe.
Okay. So this is on me now, or I need to put it on?
No, you can put it on. You just have it now. But it is made of
Right.
ironwood leaves.
I look up and I go, okay, that wasn't so bad. Thank you. I appreciate the boon. Is there anything you can do for the injured people?
They're already gone.
I will take care of them. They're all bound and shit.
Yeah.
I will take care of them. But there is one more of you. And this one asked for something very specific. And he looks, you hear kind of a creaking, and it looks as far down as it seems that it can. And it looks directly at Shvantz.
Cough. Yeah.
I cannot give you the thing that you want, because you must make it.
And let me tell you this, because I've had this on my chest and I need to get it off. I need to tell you why I need this made out of your wood. Because the Kadarians, they've got this vessel. It's made out of your trees. The Blackwater. I hate it.
Yes.
With this knowledge,
I can feel it.
if you will give me the knowledge on how to craft it, I will make something that I can use to put the Blackwater where it belongs, at the bottom of the ocean. That is my promise to you.
You must learn. But I will give you the opportunity to do so. Watch out. And you hear the sound of something cutting through the air, dropping towards you. You look up to see a book falling from the branches of his trees. It lands and it hits hard near you. That like tree stump thing, that little like thing that you're next to, it breaks it as it drops down on it. That log.
Damn, that's a heavy ass book.
Yeah, giant root going through the system we're in. Yeah.
It's not that the book is so heavy. It's that the book is made entirely of ironwood.
So ironwood pages.
It is ironwood bound, ironwood pages, and the glue that holds it together is ironwood sap.
Ooh.
How do I look up at him? How do I carry this?
You will find it is not as heavy as you think.
Dandil, get over here. I have something for you.
Huh? All right. Anything to help, Professor? What's up?
And so
I just start strapping it to Dandil's back.
I'll take it. That sounds great. Give me one
So
second.
it's actually not very heavy, which is one of the selling points of ironwood. It is hard as steel,
It's a lot
but
as
it is
fuck.
but it is light as tree bark. Like it's not heavy.
Well, I start to strap it to him, and then I realize that
Yeah, you like pick it up to strap
not
it
as
to
I
him,
thought.
and it's as heavy as a regular book. It might even be slightly lighter. It is a thick volume, but in addition to this, a bound weave of ironwood bark, wood, and a pot of ironwood sap is also placed next to you. And he says, this should help with your creation.
Thank you. I was a little worried there that I was going to get yeeted like
Sabu.
Yeah, that guy.
If you would
Dandil
like
carrying
for
a book
me
now?
to throw you, I can do this.
Look, as amusing as that would be to see, I don't think it's a good idea at this time. Maybe later.
Mandee jumps up. She's like, I wanted the throne.
You're a different case. You can land just fine.
He picks you up and he chucks you.
Well, as I get close to the ground, I'd like just teleport. Dude. The pitter patter back.
So you guys just hear that pop, pop, pop sound as Mandee just slowly pops her way back over to you guys because he chucks you a ways. And eventually, Aramil does come back. When he does, he goes, "Oh, good. It is you, the last one.
My son.
You are a stalwart defender. You are brave, and you hold the right truths of your people. So for you, I have this." And he basically just tosses a little piece of wood, kind of shaped a little bit like a star. He tosses it.
Japorsnicket.
Tosses it. I carved it out of a Japorsnicket. And Aramil like starts shaking, and he picks it up, and then it just looks like a chunk of bark to you guys. But Aramil starts crying.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna start crying.
And he holds it to his chest, and he goes, and he says, no one has received one of these since before the Gods' War. He says, you have proven yourself brave enough to defend this forest.
I'm gonna
show that to anyone, and they will know you are now the Lord of the Ironwood, and you have all of my authority. Speak, and you speak with the authority of the trees, and the trees will listen.
Oh shit, congratulations.
And he pins it on his chest, reminiscent to you guys of like a sheriff's badge.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Lord of the Iron Wood.
So we speak for the trees now.
No, he speaks for the trees.
Some trees. I want to use my new Goku staff to go looking for that mope who got tossed a mile.
Didn't he just?
The Aramil,
Yeah.
one of you guys told Aramil to go look, and he zipped away. But when
Cool.
he came back, he was like, I couldn't find him.
Okay.
He's probably splattered against a tree somewhere.
He's just a pile of something somewhere.
I mean, when you get chucked by a giant fucking tree and your ass is already knocked out, yeah, you're probably not gonna
I
survive
couldn't like
that.
sense him, could I?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Oh, he dead.
Well, you didn't sense him die, but also it could be because he's decently far away. So there's
Sure.
that. That being said, Steelbeard looks down at you guys. Now I'm saying it. Steelbeard looks down at you and he says, "Thank you. In time, you have given me the strength to revive. My legs are regrowing as we speak. Slowly, but surely. The trees will awaken again someday. And when they do, they will be in all of your debt."
As far as I'm concerned, this is payment enough for me, and I'll hold up the now glowing green jewel.
Then no debt. But if you would be kind enough, would you all consider me a friend?
I considered it before you even asked.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
What of the rest of you?
Sure.
I always like the Ironwoods.
Pull out the tortoise from my backpack who's getting ornery and ready for a food break.
I
never
I
have
ride
too
up.
many friends. As I wave my tortoise in front of him.
Wave the tortoise in front of him.
The professor like writes up like a quick little like a note that you pass in class, like the school grade kids pass to each other, and it basically is a little note on paper that says, "D loves Steely B. D loves Steely B." on a little slip of paper, and then like spits on it and like sticks it to his root.
I was expecting you to walk over and like carve it into his flesh.
He can't. He's Ironwood.
Yeah, I can't do that yet.
He laughs when you do that, and he reaches down, he takes it off of like being stuck to him, and good God, man, get help because your spit is so sticky. But he like rolls it and folds it up, and then he ties it around one of the branches up in the boughs. And he says, "I will remember it. Until then, my friends, I feel that you have places to be. Do you have any questions of me? And know that all of my children, since you are my friend, will be yours as well."
Are we ever gonna see you again, Steelbeard? Are you
If
just a transitioning arc?
If you come to see me, I will be here for a time.
Alright.
But
He's got to regrow his legs before he can start walking.
there will be a time when I can walk on the land again. When that happens, perhaps I will see you somewhere else.
In any case, I'm gonna tell my people of this grove, okay? That's alright.
Yes, I know your people. They come to find owls like that one in the branches of my children. I love those owls, and I love your people for taking care of them. You are dear to me, like the elves.
I'm just gonna like crawl up his like beard and like smooch his forehead.
Mwah.
And he says, "Do you have any other questions for me, young ones?"
Should I use the book, the wood itself? should I take like a piece of you?
No, he gave you a bundle of like ironwood, bark, wood,
Oh, okay.
and a pot
And
of
the pot.
ironwood sap.
Got it. Thank you.
And a pot of
And he tells you, he like taps on the book, and he tells you all of the knowledge you need to work ironwood is in that book. But, my friend, no one outside of the ironwood or these elves, and he points at Aramil, he says, has ever received the knowledge that you now hold.
Yes, they informed me of this before I got here. Then it would appear that this is quite an ostensible honor.
I would definitely
is
keep
knowledge.
that secret.
It is knowledge that you already hold, but you must learn it nevertheless. And when he says that, you realize you're already thinking about the process. Boiling the sap to certain temperatures, using it to weaken and make the ironwood flexible, and to shape it. And you realize you haven't read the book that you're holding, but you understand what's inside of it.
Nice.
I
So go on.
Go ahead.
Grits.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look up at Stillbeard and just be like, "You say we're friends now. I appreciate your gift of the armor." And I pull out my trident and I go, "Is there something you can do to assist with this?"
There is not, for that is metal, and it does not have anything that I can augment upon it. But we will see each other again, and perhaps there will be something further I can do for you then.
Hold on. Can you make the staff ironwood? The staff of the trident?
No, because it's metal.
Oh, okay. Well, he can't like make a staff that he
got
can
stuff.
attach the trident to. The trident end.
Yeah.
To.
No, the haft. I thought the haft was wood.
No, it's if I recall, it's all metal, so that it can screw together properly.
So he couldn't just make like two pieces of ironwood that can screw together the same
He
way?
could make a new staff.
Yeah, that's what he's asking.
But out of character, you already got Prezzies, dog.
Yeah, that's true.
I was hoping to have to do like a persuasion or something, but it's all good.
You gotta be appreciated.
Yeah.
He's the
I
one
mean,
saying we're friends. I'm just saying.
He is, but he's also he basically tells you he's only just recently reawoken. He's still tired, but he has given you guys portions of himself, which takes some of him to do. So it's hard for him to give more now.
It's worth a shot.
But one day, and like he said, he would love to meet you all again. One day, when he's stronger, perhaps he can give you more gifts.
I'm gonna reach out my hand to him, so he can, even with just one little branch finger, shake it.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'll go, "I will see you again."
Goodbye, children.
Mandee runs up and like hugs one of the roots.
Aww, that's so
I'm gonna
cute.
use the
The halfling is
staff
just
to go up.
kissing the giant tree.
I'm gonna go up beside the go-to staff of goal and give him a real tall boy hug up on the tippy top.
So the staff, like I said, is about as tall as you. So it's a little taller. So like 6-ish feet, whatever a fucking quarterstaff is. We'll say 6 feet. And it can extend about 10 feet.
Yeah,
so
Then
like
it's a buck and a
16
quarter
feet.
quarterstaff.
It's a buck and a quarter
Yeah, it's a
staff.
buck and a quarter staff. Yeah, it's $1.50.
Yeah, so
So
I shoot up.
GM, you would say we completed the quest line of helping him then?
I did.
Yay.
Or I would. You successfully revived Steelbeard, the long, not dead, but
Dormant.
dormant. Yeah, you undormified, you revivified Steelbeard, which is something in and of itself. As you look around, you notice all of the ironwood trees in the area look more alive.
I know we're getting ready to wrap up, but I'm just as we leave the glade, I just want to talk to Professor for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Just let me know when that's up.
What can I do for you?
Basically, Aramil tells you, he says, "My friends, I must take my leave, but I can point you in the direction
Wait, I thought we were going back with you.
If you like, you can come back to the village, yes?
Well, yeah, we got to find Sebo and deal with that whole thing because you're now the leader of the people, and he's got to build his thing, right? And that's got to be done in your village.
It does not have to be done in my village.
It would be convenient though, and it would be safer for me to travel after having created a little something I have in mind.
Professor, how long do you think it'll take for you to construct this thing?
What kind of answer can I give for that?
It'll probably take a while. You would think at least. I mean, if you toil, because you basically have to invent this thing from scratch. You have to learn an entire new trade, an entire new form, an entire new everything, and then you have to invent a thing that's never been done before.
I've done that several times already. I'm not scared of that.
So we'll say
would it help
would
being
probably
in the village
take you
with
at
crafters
least.
and...
It would take you at least, bare minimum, at least a few weeks.
Would it be any faster being in the village because of assistance from other crafters or anything like that, or
Potentially.
Or so it would take longer on the road then?
But the idea is he's gonna have to draw blueprints. He's gonna have to create mechanisms. He's gonna have to make things that have never been made before, so that he can make a thing that's never been made before.
The blueprints he's got, he has actually spent time on those. I have those, but that's it. Just the blueprints and the ideas.
Right.
So while this is happening, I'd just like to close my eyes and look inside to find Seto and just kind of ask the god inside, like, can we take that time to be more prepared, or is this a ticking clock?
So remember, the world storm falls in about a month.
Oh shit.
And you have to get to the Spear of Jarden.
Now, what if we travel on the road with our cart, and I have time to work in our cart while someone else drives it?
Honestly, we need a boat. I look at Emil.
A boat would be preferable.
I look at Emil and I go, "Do your people have a boat?" This is.
I don't know why you keep calling him Amel. It's Aramel.
It's fine.
It's Aramel?
Yeah.
My bad.
He wants.
I'm negging him, man. I'm just negging him. I'm treating him like a piece of shit. That's all.
It's Aramil. With his accent, it sounds like Automil. And everybody calls him Automil. So that is what you would probably assume his name is.
Right, Aramil.
Yes. We do have boats, but we do not venture into the ocean. There are places that you can find more easy access to the sea.
I look at Julian and Tanizan. Do we have the funds to purchase a craft?
No, but I'm sure if we get to a port where my father actually does make port with some of his ships, we can catch a ride.
Okay.
You don't get wealthy by spending money. You get wealthy by getting paid to do things. Surely someone will commission us a boat.
We're trying to stop the end of the world.
You know how long it takes to build a boat?
Someone's gonna give us a boat. Come on, we're saving the world here. Jeez.
Okay,
How
I
about get us
want
a
you. I want you all to roll either wisdom or intelligence. Either one is fine.
Y'all got it, boss.
Oh, not one.
It's like a straight up or like any mind?
Just straight up.
Straight up.
21.
Well, my wisdom and intelligence are the same, so 18.
13.
Okay,
25.
Mandee and Shvantz, at almost the same moment, you have something of an epiphany, which is that you are technically not too far away from the Bluffs, which is a port town. If you take the Bluffs, if you take a ship from the Bluffs, you can take a ship, you can buy purchase to a very common destination, which will likely not cost much. That destination is Ani. It also happens to be on the way to the Spear of Jarden.
On where we're at, it shouldn't be unless we're gonna sail all the way around the cape.
Yeah, I thought Spear of Jordan
Listen.
was south, Ani's north.
Who's the dungeon master here?
The Spear, I'm looking at the map right now. The Spear of Jarden is south, okay? But to get there, you either have to walk across the continent, or you can take a ship all the way to the left of Brennus, where you are currently, and then down into Cape Tripletail.
Oh, we'll pass by Sapphire Bay on the way too.
And through through all of this shit into like the Emerald Arch and everything down to the Spear of Jarden. Now, it is no one goes to the Spear of Jarden except for traders and things like that are like sending goods to the outpost, which is an outpost of the Kingdom of Brennus. However, what you guys think of, the thing that sparks in your brain, is you actually have a friend who not only has quite a lot of money, but as a matter of fact, controls the entire island nation of Ani, and by rights, all of the 5 kingdoms, which is Cyrena.
She is currently gonna be crowned the new queen.
Who was sailing to Ani the last time you checked before you came into the Ironwood.
We were gonna set Mandee up with him.
So if you go up to the Bluffs and sail over to Ani and convince her to give you a boat, you can probably get down to the Spear of Jarden without much trouble and in time.
Or we could talk to my dad and not even have to worry about it.
That is also true. He is also in Ani.
Or we could take our. Sorry, go ahead.
Or you can make me level 4, and I could just summon a CR2 water creature that's large enough to take us all.
But
we go by water.
Don't
we have to watch out for the? I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. The Gahaldri.
The Kadarians? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, the evil ship. I thought that was the Gahaldri.
Oh, are you talking about the Galhadir? Those are dwarves.
Yeah.
They're super hard up in
Those
the
are my
north.
people. They're way north of here.
Yeah, that's a city up in the north. That's in Dardun.
Sorry, my notes. My notes are weird. So.
That's all good.
What was the evil ship that was tracking us?
The Blackwater.
That is the Blackwater.
Yeah, don't we have to worry about that if we go back out on the ocean?
That is a potential. That is a potential
See, here's
worry.
the thing, though. Where we're at, we can travel by land all the way down to the outpost that is just outside the spear, which means we could get a ship from there to the spear.
And we have 2 horses and a cart right now.
Exactly.
So we have potential for land travel.
So if you go by land, you will have to travel through the left-hand or the western portion of the Ironwood. You'd have to go down the Frostgrass Plain and over through the Great Southern Plain, and probably the easiest place to get would be like Stillshore, and you would either way you would have to take a boat from there.
Okay.
But the only thing, the only caveat is the only people that go to the Spear of Jarden are soldiers who are reinforcements from Brennus or merchant vessels. So if you charter a vessel, as far as you know of, no one charters a vessel to the Spear.
Here's the thing.
It's kind of a dangerous journey.
Here's the thing. My father is a shipping merchant, which means he's going to have at least one ship there.
It is very likely that your dad sends supplies down there. Yeah.
So we can just take that ship from that specific city.
From where? But from where? Do we go to Ani first?
That would also be Ani, yes.
But what has the DM planned exactly, narrative-wise?
It actually doesn't matter. I was actually telling Shvantz, I was telling.
Yeah, you were.
I was telling Snosh this the other day. I have this very sandboxy. So whatever you guys plan, I have stuff set up northeast, west, and south for you guys. So, you don't even have to go to the Spear if that's where you don't want to. If you don't want to go there, I got stuff everywhere. But if you're planning to go to the Spear, what I'm telling you is 2 of you had the epiphany. The best way to get there would be to go to Ani.
By boat.
By boat, probably from the bluffs, and then which would be the fastest way with your horses and carriage and such. The boat trip would probably only take a week or so.
How long would traveling over land take?
You might not have time.
Okay. What if I summoned a giant shark? And he took us there.
I think the route to Ani would.
Yeah, that actually sounds
But basically, the idea is you guys have the idea that you have a friend in Ani who may or may not owe you one, or who actually likes you. If you bring it up, Tanizan would be like, also there's my dad, so there's that. We don't even have to.
There are multiple avenues.
So if we do this, we have to have a contingency plan if we get boarded by the Blackwater, because that is potentially the end of all of us.
We kick them in the dick.
Not necessarily, because they don't use magic.
You don't understand. They are the anti-theots. They have the power to destroy what you are. I wasn't kidding. I wasn't lying when I told you that.
Honestly, I hope they attack us because I want one of their swords.
All right. So
you're gonna get one of their swords, all right.
And I say we kind of vote on it.
So this is what I recommend. You guys, along with Aramil, trek back for a day or so, because this time you don't have to worry about all these dudes that are following you, because you kicked their ass. So you can head.
I thought you were talking about the bear.
Well, also that. You realize that you don't have to take these windy paths. It'll probably only take you most of a day to get back to the village. On that way, you guys can talk about it. So what I would like to do is I figure we'll end the game here. When we start back up, we'll be in the village next time. And over the course of the next couple of weeks, I want you guys to think about it and maybe even have a conversation, in the Godsfall channel or whatever you want to do, so that by the time we play next week, you guys know where you want to go, what you want to do. To me, it does not fucking matter what you do.
Okay, can you?
I have plans for basically everything.
Can you ping the suggestions in, and then ping us all on it so we can Like I said, kind of like a vote on it, maybe.
Well, yeah, the suggestions were we could go by land, but we might actually not have enough time if we try to do that. Like that might be problematic because it's just not fast, efficient.
Yeah,
but we'd be avoiding the Blackwater.
The only issue with going by land, because it's theoretically a good thought to go by land. But the only issue with going by land is, and your character specifically, Shager, would know this, because like the Frostgrass Plains, the Great Southern Plains, the Ride, the Valley of the Feast, that is like that whole northern section of Brennus, that is where your character's like tribe is nomadic of. You know those areas. They're kind of fucked up. I mean, there's a reason why it takes you guys like a year to circle the whole top of this fucking like area.
Okay.
You know, you move slowly with the weather and with everything. So, you know, it's rough going, especially when you get down like by the southern plains. That shit is tough. There's a lot of like crazy beasts down there. You could theoretically sail from like, you could go back down to like Turtle Bay, sail down to like White Cliff or Eagles Harbor, and then go from there. That might cut off some of the time. But either way, you'll have to find somebody who is willing to sail down to the Spear of Jarden through either Hollowwind or Stillshore, that is willing to sail down to the Spear of Jarden. And it is a fucking hell of a trek.
I don't see the Spear of Jarden on the map here.
If you look at the full map, and down in the void, there's the Spear of Jarden in that little pinched off area just before the void, and then the ruins of Jarden are in the void.
That is correct.
And the ruins of Jarden are presumably the what was it called? Device. It had a name like
the
Union.
The Union.
That's the Union.
That is not the Union. That's too close to be the Union. The ruins of Jarden are in the void, which is a fucked up place. The ruins of Jarden are the old Spear of Jarden.
Okay.
But as the void expanded, and the void is basically just a place people don't go, it is rumored that there are creatures that are eternal, that are unbeatable, and that are ungodly gigantic down there. And that is why the ruins of Jarden are the ruins of Jarden now.
So the Union is past that when the world storm opens.
So the Union is miles and miles into the world storm.
But past the ruins of Jarden. I'm just trying to get a sense of kind of where to go. Okay, thank you.
Correct.
All right. It's been fun, guys, but I have to go.
Yeah, I have to call it here as well. I gotta be in bed so that I can get up for work tomorrow. So y'all have a good night. It was a fantastic game. Talk to you later.
Of course, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Device, I sent you a couple of things.